file system using the Java API, right? Because Hadoop itself is written in Java. So the programming language we use for Hadoop is Java internally, right? So we generally use the command line tool, right? We are using command line, right? Terminal. And there we write different Hadoop commands we write, right? Hadoop fs minus mkdir. So this command is basically a shell script command, right? Like we are running on the terminal, right? And this command will be in the backend, it's calling some Java API code. Okay? Java API code. Okay, and this Java API code will be triggered in the Hadoop file system, and then it is programmatically do. Okay, so when you are writing the command, it is internally calling the Java API code. But now we are going to write directly the Java code. We are writing Java code, and this Java code will be calling some function. Okay. So like I say, I want to create a directory using the Java code, creating a directory using Java code. Okay, using Java code. So this Java code, so we are on this state. We are not invoking any terminal command. We are directly writing our custom Java code, our own Java code. And this Java API code is the Hadoop API code. This is the hdfs Java API. hdfs Java API. API, you understand, right? Like code, right? Like basically we are calling a function, procedure, loop, right? Operators we are using in the APIs, right? So this is calling the inbuilt Java API code. Like we are using some jars, right? These are in the some SDFS client jar is there. Like a lot of the libraries are there. So I'm just telling the one example. Okay. So these are the classes are there. These SDFS Java API classes are there in this jar, and that is invoked by this command. Okay. But when we are writing our own Java code, so this Java code, we have a main function. And in this main function, we have to call some function. These same function, whatever we are calling here, internally it is calling. So this Java API function, we will call it in our custom class, our own class. So if I say end of the day, I'm getting the same result. Whether I do like this command on the terminal or I run this command, the program, the Java program I run, it will be giving a same result. It will create a directory in Hadoop file system, HDFS. Okay. So same thing is happening by this code. So this code, when I execute this Java code, so that will be giving the same result. So what is the difference in this? Sometimes what happens, we don't have the direct access of a Hadoop file system command line. Okay, because here in my virtual box, this Hadoop file system is installed here. Okay, so I'm able to do directly. But suppose Hadoop file system is not there directly in your machine. So how can you run this command? You cannot run this command. So there is a other way is there, curl API command, REST curl API command. So that is the third way. Okay, this is the second way to access. This is the second way to access. Second way to access HDFS command. Okay. But third way is like you can use like REST curl command. REST curl command for any remote Hadoop file system. Okay. But Java API can be also used for the your remote machine. Okay. Because your program is you are invoking here in your local machine, but whatever the Hadoop is there, that is a remote Hadoop. Okay. Only terminal can provide a local. Okay. So the first way is directly running command in terminal locally. Okay. That will have Hadoop is installed. Hadoop installed on local machine. Okay. Then only you can run the command locally. So you can use the command Hadoop fs minus mkdir and you give the Hadoop path. Okay. So like this you can run. That is the first way. And the second is use the Java API program. Okay, and that will be providing local you can access or remote, it is not a problem. Third is this is also allow local or remote you can do, but generally these second and third is used for remote on. Okay, when you don't have the access in your local file system, Hadoop file system, you don't have access in your local machine, so then you go for this second and third option. Okay. So we have to create a one Java project. We need an IntelliJ. Okay. So I'm showing you one editor we need IntelliJ. Okay. IntelliJ IDEA. And the same like IntelliJ IDEA, we will use it like for any Java code or Scala code. We use this IntelliJ IDEA. Okay. So IntelliJ IDEA community version. Go to community edition, download. Okay. So you can download it in your Windows also, or you can download in Ubuntu also. Better to do in Ubuntu, okay, because you will be doing testing for Hadoop there. So download there. Okay. So community version is okay. So you have to find like Windows version. Windows. You click on this option, ultimate. Okay, but you have to do. The ultimate is a paid one because it will be giving you the trial, free trial. But after that, it will be different. Oh, okay, it is coming here. So both are there. Okay. So you have to choose this one. If you are going installation in Windows, use this one, exe. If you are using Ubuntu, so use this one. Linux 8664 tar file you can download. So you have to download this tar file and then extract it. I will show you in the Ubuntu how to run. Windows one is simple. Just you click on this. It will install as a exe. So you will see after the installation, you will see IntelliJ. When you type it IntelliJ IDEA, so you will get like this IntelliJ IDEA. So this IntelliJ IDEA is an editor, right? You have to write a program, right? Even Java or Scala program. But when come to the Python, so we will use PyCharm. So PyCharm is uh, like another editor for Python. So this is for Java or Scala program within Python. Okay, so when we come to, you have to download that tar file. From this link. So you can download it. Has anyone used this IntelliJ before or my or Eclipse? Any idea to? One is Bangalore. So these IDE tools are used for the development. So, and another one IDE tool is the PyCharm. So PyCharm also community edition is there. So PyCharm is we use for the PySpark or any Python code we can write in the PyCharm. So, so, so I will provide that link. Okay, PyCharm. So PyCharm when we will be writing the Python. So okay. So here, so once you download this IntelliJ, okay, so suppose you download it in the download folder. Here, this is the PyCharm. Okay, I extracted, right? So the actual PyCharm you will see here with the chip one. So this is a PyCharm tar file. You can download this PyCharm community edition tar file. So this is a PyCharm. Yeah, so IntelliJ. Download this one, idea. So this is IntelliJ. Okay? And this one I downloaded this idea of this one, idea IC. So when you download, it will come like this tar file in the Ubuntu. Okay. You have to extract this one, like this folder will come, this idea IC folder. So this folder you copy and paste in your software folder. Okay. So you go to your software, you found, copy this folder over there. Here I copied here this idea folder and go inside this folder bin directory, and you can start doing IntelliJ. Right click here to start the terminal, and here is the file idea.sl. We can create a shortcut on the terminal, like in the home page, desktop, dot slash Indian.sl. Okay. So this you start, it will open your IntelliJ. Okay. So this is the way in Ubuntu, not for Windows. Windows is you can directly get in your program menu when you type it IntelliJ. So once your IntelliJ idea start, so you can see there you can create a. So this is IntelliJ idea. So in this IntelliJ idea, we have to create a Java project. So I'm going to show you the project. So I have already that project, so I will show that one. Existing projects are coming. But in your case, you will be starting with a new project. You can create a new project of file menu. Start the Hadoop file system. Otherwise, I can't connect to my Java. The Java project. So any Java project, if you see the basic structure of any Java project, so they have the SRC main Java. This is a Maven project. The Maven project is basically used for the dependencies. Right? We have jar dependencies, like some third-party library jar, like Hadoop jars. So I was talking about some jars like this one, hdfs client, okay, Hadoop client. So these kind of jars you will be getting in the pom.xml. So if I want to run any code, I need a dependency jar. So I have to create a Maven Java project. I have to create a new Maven Java project, and there I will create my custom classes. This is my Java class. So I'm not going in the deep Java because we have to not to work in the Java. So just I'm showing you, right, how can I write my custom Java program for accessing Hadoop file system. So how can I write a different code, right? Like a copy a file, create a directory. Okay. So just simple Java class I'm going to write to access my Hadoop file system. So if I see here, the one class name is a create directory. And this create directory, if you see, this is my own class. You see, this is my own package. So package means like I'm creating some directory, and this directory is some folder where I have the ORG example hdfs. In this package, I'm creating these Java classes. So right, in backend, Java class is compiled and then the class file is created. And class file is executable and it will be run anywhere, right? So that is Java fundamentals, right? Like it's a converting into the Java class code, Java code to the bytecode. And bytecode, it's a machine independent, right? Any operating system you can run. So you have heard about JVM, Java Virtual Machine, Java Runtime Environment, JVM. So this JVM is running your Java classes. Okay. So here, like even this Hadoop environment, all these things is running in the JVM, right? So Java virtual machine. So have you seen like when you are installing Hadoop, you are installing the Java first, right? So Java is a prerequisite. If you don't install Java, so you cannot install the Hadoop. So So when I'm creating my Java class, I will show you from the scratch. Like suppose I want to create this entire project, how to create it. Because these classes we have to copy, because in the new project, we will not get these classes, but the basic structure you can create. Okay. So how to create basic structure. We have an option here, file, new project. Okay. Because same thing when we will be doing Hive UDF, there also we have to do the Java code. Okay. So some places you will find in Hadoop, right? Some Java code comes. So we should have the familiarity about how to create a class, how to write a Java class, functions, interface. These things we should know, basic. Okay. So how to create a project? So there is the option file new project. So I'm creating a new project and I have to create a Maven project, like Java Maven project. Why Java Maven project? Because Java Maven type project is because it's a POM project, POM. So POM is a dependency XML file. There we will write a dependency Java. I will show that. So first of all, I have to give some project name. I say my hdfs Java API. Okay, just some name I'm giving. And this is a location it's taking. Okay. And I'm saying which archetype. So archetype is basically defining their Maven is having different archetype is there. We have to select quick start. So quick start is a simple core Java project, right? If you are going to create a Java GT project or Java different categories are there. This is very basic core Java project you're going to create. We select Maven archetype quick start. So when you select this one, so it will be defining your Maven type of artifact. Okay. So whenever you are creating a project, three things are there: group ID, artifact ID, and version. So artifact means your project name. That will come artifact. Like here is a map reduce WC, and here is the artifact name is my SDFS Java API. This is my artifact. And group ID is I'm saying like some package, initial package I want to create, like org example SDF. Okay. So that will become my group ID. And version is like a particular version. I say, okay, in this particular, so you can see here also group ID artifact. So automatically is taking group ID this. Artifact is taking my project name as a artifact. And the version is taking the default version is 1.0 snapshot is taking. It's a default version. So you can change this you can change, right? Whatever artifact you want to give, whatever group ID. So group ID means the the basic package will come. ORG example will come. If you don't want this ORG example, suppose I want to keep it, my package name is generally you see that packages are like test.com dot right company name coming, right? So that kind of package also comes. So we can change this group ID. Okay. And now we are going to create a project. Click on the create. So it will ask you whether you want to create a project in the same window or new window. Okay. So if you are doing a new window means another IntelliJ will start. Okay. So if you are saying this window, it will be overridden on this means this will be closed and your new project will be started. But you are saying new window. The new window is it will start here one more IntelliJ. So you can navigate in the two projects, right? So that's the reason I kept it new window. So if you see here, one more IntelliJ is going to start. So, but this IntelliJ have the new IntelliJ project, the project which you have created. So only just basic structure will be there, right? Like we have a project SRC and we have one form.xml. Okay. But this form.xml, the new one form.xml, the dependency jars will not be there. Only just basic structure will be there like this. Okay. So, but we have to add some new dependency jar. So this extra dependency we have to add. Okay. So only there will be only the new one have only JUnit will come by default. But this other one, like any other dependency I want to use for my project, so I have to add in the new project. So I go to new project. This is the this is the new project. Can you see this is a new project? This is a new project. And this new project form.xml, if you see here, so this is a group ID you gave, right? Artifact, the project name is coming, version is coming, and packaging is a jar type. It's all coming. See, this project is in the, even we can build the project. It's taking time. So this is the project I created, right? My hdfs Java. Go to this project folder. Here is form and SRC created. Okay. Let me show you the tab form. Okay. So can you see 3.8.1 is coming? So I can add this dependency on the to add the dependency. So before the dependency. This is we are doing through the backend command line tool we have. Okay. I added the dependency. Okay. If I check dependency is closed and dependency. I save it, control X, hit Y, enter, and then I do ambient install. So it is creating a jar. It is like compiling my project, okay, with the new dependency. Okay, so it will download from the internet, right? The first time, like mine is already downloaded before because I have run many projects, right? For same dependency. But in your case, it will be showing you downloading from the internet, like it will be downloading from the centralized repository. Okay. So my build is showing success, right? My build is showing success. So if I, because I have already modified this form, so it is stuck. Okay. So what we need to do here, we have to create a source file. Okay. In this code, if I go here, now you got it, right? So just we have to this any file, right? Okay, I want to create a directory. I will copy this class. Now I will, okay, so now this src name. So this test.com package is there. I will copy paste this class here, create directory. This class I copied here. Okay. The same class is I copied in the my another project. Okay. So what this project is doing, okay, let's understand this project. Okay. So it's simply what is doing if main program is start from here. So I'm creating some configuration class. This is all Java API. I was talking about like hdfs Java API. So these are the classes of the Java API. Like configuration class is there, file system is there, path is there, right? So these are the all Java classes. Okay. So in the main function, first I'm setting a configuration path. Configuration class having a set default name. So you remember, right? Our Hadoop is running on HTTP, HDFS, right? In 9004. Okay. And 127.0.0.1 is a local host. If I write localhost, that also works, or I can write in the IP 127.0.0.1. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I want to create some directory, some in my workshop 1.2 directory. I want to create some multiple directories I want to, or let's see workshop 2 we do. We have a workshop 2 is there in our root directory, workshop 2. And I want to create a one new dir underscore the I1, I2, I3, like 0 value up to 5 directories it will create. If the directory is created successfully, okay, it will return true or false. If it is true, then it will print the message. Okay. So 5 times this message will print. Okay. This create dir function is my create dir function, local function, this function. So what I'm going to do here, I'm creating a path object. So path is a Hadoop API path class. So I'm whatever path I want to say here, okay, I want to create a directory on this path. So I'm getting a file system object, Hadoop file system object. So from this path, in this path object, I am taking a Hadoop file system path and calling the mkdirs. So mkdirs is a Java API class function that will trigger the actual APIs class function. So this is the actual APIs only. If you see this file system we are using, this file system object, this file system. So if I go inside this class is the API class. This is not my class. And here is mkdir S function will be there. Now I open the class. This class is coming as a source code. So if you want to search here mkdirs, you will find here mkdirs. mkdir. So we are calling this mkdirs, and it is internally calling the one more mkdirs, and then it is creating the function, creating a directory. Okay. So we are creating directly API function. Whatever you do the terminal command, that internally call this function. But here we are directly invoking this function from our Java code. So now what I need to do, I have to run this Java program, this run, and then I will see in my Hadoop file system, whatever directories I mentioned, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 directories, right? 0 plus 1 I'm doing. So new dir underscore 1, new dir underscore 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will create. So just make sure like now this root directory you should have. If this root directory is not there, it will be giving error. Okay. Because it is going to access your root directory path in Hadoop file system. And then inside that it is going to create directory. If you don't give this root directory, you can directly give any new. So 5 times you see success is coming. Okay. So 5 times success is coming means our 5 directories are created. Now I want to verify it. So I will check Hadoop file system, Hadoop access ls flat 2. So inside this workshop 2 I create. So if I see just now 921, these 5 directories are created. Right? This is created by Hadoop user, right? Like basically the group, this is a user and this is a group. Okay, second one is a group. So here is workshop 2, new directory 1, 2, 3. So it is automation, right? You can create as many as directory you can create by using the Java command, a Java code. Did you understand this Java code? Right? Suppose I have another class, I want to create any file. In my Hadoop file system, I want to create a file. Copy this code, paste in your this code. So I'm not writing and typing this code from the scratch. I'm just showing you so that you can understand code or this type of code you can write it later on. Okay. So suppose I want to create a file in my Hadoop file system. So every time you will use configuration. So configuration, then you will set the set default name and create file. So create file, again you need where you want to create a file. Suppose I say I want to create a file in my workshop 2 directory. So I'm changing it to workshop 2. Why I'm changing workshop 2? Because we are already accessing workshop 2. And workshop 2, I say I want to create a file with the name new file 13.txt with this name. Okay. So when I call this create files, this is my own function. And I'm writing a content of file is hello world. So this could be a dynamic content. I mean, right now it is hard coded, but you can have the dynamic content. You can read any file or get the content. But I mean, right now it is the hard coded. And same thing I'm doing here. File system object I'm creating, and I'm calling here the write function. So here is the output stream and output stream dot write function. So write function will write the buffer, right? Whatever this content is there, you will write in the file. This is input output Java API code. And later on, I'm checking my list of files. In that particular file path, how many files are there? So I'm printing it. When I run this code, whatever you can do command line, same thing you can do here through the Java program. Okay, so through terminal, you can copy a file, create a file, rename a file, remove a file. So you have created a file, and this is a file list is coming. In this particular directory, this new file 13.txt. So if I check in my root directory, this here, workshop 2. So new file 13.txt will be created. Can you see this is new file 13.txt? This is created 925. Okay. So this way I created a new file. If I want to see the content, how to have files there, then file content. Then check the content of the file. This is the same content, whatever content I have. So this is the Java API code. Okay. There are many other programs are there. You can understand these programs, right? Like, okay, I want to check whether the file exists or not exists. So there is a function in the Hadoop APIs, exist function. So any path you give, it will return true or false. So if particular, suppose this test new or dir directly. So if I give here my workshop 2 and I give what is the file name, I give the same file which I just created. New file 13.txt. So I want to check for this file exists or not exist. New file 13.txt. Now I run this program, it will say, I will say this file is exist, or if it is not exist, it will be deleted as not exist. It is not. I will run the Java code. So I can run the Java code, right? The main program. So everywhere the main program should be there, because without main program, you cannot execute your Java class. And every Java class you have to use the same thing, configuration. Then you will call some function, like is file exists my own function. You can write this code directly in the main function. Okay, because I have made a separate function. So all these Java classes I can combine into one single class, right? So I can go to the approach, right? I can define separate function, and I can call in the main function whenever I need. So I don't need to repeat this code again and again, each main program. But I kept it here separately to understand, right? This particular class is for delete file, this is for create file, this is for create directory. But we can make it combine into one single Java class, and we can provide a separate function. So it is saying exist, right? If I just change the name, I just change the 131. So it is not exist. So now I will get the message. The 131 file name is not. And it is auto save. You don't need to save in the IntelliJ. Just to run it, it is auto save. Okay? So whenever you write something, it is automatically saved. So you will see this file is not there because I giving a wrong file name. So this will be telling me the file. So sometime what happens, you want to check whether your file exists. You want to do something. If file not exists, then you want to create a new file. So that kind of logic you can write in the code. So you, depending on this file exists or not exists, you can create a file. So I'm telling you, right, like you can write all these functions in a one single class, just call the function in the main one by one, so that you can write multiple operations together you can do. Here we are doing one operation and one file. Suppose I want to get the list of all files. So there is a when you get the file system object, hdfs, I think this is list directory. List directory is basically you can write fs file system object, you get it, and list status. I think you already seen here in somewhere list status. So list status is basically showing you the list of this status is showing you the list of files in that path. So same is the list of status is showing you the file in that particular path. So if you are giving like here workshop 2 directory path, you are giving here you are giving workshop 2. So in workshop 2, how many files directories list is there? It will show. When I run this code, this directory. So I'm running this Java class and I will get all the list and files in this workshop today. The same thing you can do the terminal, but suppose you don't have the terminal access. So in that case, you have to go with Java API. And this Java API code, you can make it more dynamic, right? Because here you are giving hard-coded value. So you can take it this directory name as a command line parameter. Argument is there. We can edit configuration and we can pass as a command line parameter args 0. Okay. So suppose this particular name, right? Okay, I'm giving the workshop 2 here. I giving this command line parameter. I set it here. Okay. And this workshop 2, now I will take it plus args 0. 0 is the index. ARGB. So what is name is here? Same name you need to choose here. So ARGB means whatever is your coming command line, right? Whatever you set the workshop to there, now it become dynamic. So just you change, you don't need to change in your code. Now you change in the here. So whatever directory you want, pass it here. It will do for that. Okay. So now the same result will come. Will come same result, but now it has become dynamic. Okay. Because I have added my directory name in my string, whatever my path is there. In this path, I have it now. So it is dynamically taking my parameter. Okay. So these fundamentals you need to learn for Python also, because Python is a programming. So any programming language, right? You have to know the coding skills, right? You should know how to write code, how to call the functions, how to pass the parameter to the functions, right? So all these things. Only syntax change, but see the same result is coming. Okay. So this is now dynamic. Okay. Right. You want to read a file, like you want to read a file content here itself. Okay. So I say here workshop tool, new file 13 dot. Okay. Suppose this file content you want to read. So how you are reading it? You are calling some path. Okay. And then you are getting a file system object. And then you are reading the data input stream. And data input stream, you are passing your file path, and system.out will print on the here on the console. Will print on the console. So whatever is there in the file, you can read the content in the here in the console. So you will see here your content will come. So hello Hadoop world, right? It is written in the file. And this success is coming because file is read successfully. So we are printing the message success. Okay. And rename a file. Suppose you have an old file and you want to change to new file. So workshop 2 want to change the file, new file, monthly.txt, new file, monthly.txt, and you want to rename it to I want to rename in the same way. This is like a md command. Okay. The rename you do using the md command in the Hadoop file system. So I want to make a new file, fun2.txt. Now I run the code. So it is calling some rename function. If you see, rename function is there. So hdfs.rename, it needs two parameters, original file path and new file path, updated file path. So original file path is my file path, the source, and target is my new file path. And it is returning true if it is successfully renamed. If it is not successfully renamed, it will return false. Okay. It will return false, and then it will give the error and return false. Okay. So I run this read file program. We have to run rename file. It is showing the I'm running the rename file. Uh, so workshop 2 we check. My file name is changed to new file 14.8. Okay. Okay. I will give this Java code everything. Okay. So you just first install this IntelliJ and then set up this create a one Java project. Follow the steps what I told. Okay. If any difficulty comes, let me know. I'll share this project everything in the classroom.